Today's episode is one that might stir some emotions. Why good men cheat. Now, let me say this up front. This is not an attempt to excuse cheating or soften the blow of betrayal. Cheating hurts. It leaves scars. It breaks trust in ways that sometimes never fully heal. But I want to pause and look into a phenomenon that has been voiced often. A man cheating does not mean he doesn't love his wife. It sounds contradictory, almost insulting, but there's a truth here that is worth unpacking. And my goal here is not to defend men who cheat, but to diagnose the reason why. Even good men who love their wives, men who see themselves as decent, sometimes fall into unfaithfulness. When I say good men, I don't mean men who are habitual players, men who are dogs by default and will chase everything in skirts, men who are careless with their vows and careless with people's hearts. I mean men who actually love their wives, who are committed to their family, men who provide, men who are affectionate, men who their wives will actually call a good husband. And yet, some of these men sometimes cheat. We often assume cheating equals lack of love. If he loves me, if he really loves me, then he wouldn't step outside. That's the myth. The reality, love by itself does not keep anyone faithful. Yes, love inspires devotion. Love motivates sacrifice. But when it comes to emotional and sexual temptation, what really keeps us grounded are boundaries. And this is where a lot of good men fall. Here's the truth. Everyone is susceptible. We like to think temptation only visits the weak-willed, but the Bible tells us something different. Let him who thinks he stands take heed, lest he fall. Attraction is real. Opportunity is real. That colleague at work you have chemistry with is real. That loneliness you feel when your spouse is busy or emotionally unavailable is real. The difference between the man who stays faithful and the one who crosses the line is not that one loves his wife more, it's that one has stronger boundaries. Boundaries are the guardrails that prevent us from skidding off the road. They are the fences we set up long before danger comes. And when those fences are weak or non existent, even good men fall. Let me break down a few ways good men lose their defenses. Overconfidence. I'd never do that. I love my wife too much. That sense of immunity is dangerous. It makes men blind to the slow erosion happening around them. Emotional intimacy outside of marriage. It often starts slowly. She's just a friend, someone who listens, someone who laughs at his joke, someone who fills an emotional void. But that friendship slowly becomes the doorway to betrayal. Lack of accountability. Many men have no one checking them, no friend or mentor asking the hard questions. And in secrecy, weak moments multiply. Believing love is enough. This one is subtle. He believes his deep love for his wife will automatically keep him from wandering. But love is not self-enforcing. It needs boundaries to guard it. And here's where I want to be very clear. Just because a man cheats and claims he still loves his wife, it doesn't erase the damage. Cheating is a betrayal. It cuts deep, emotionally and spiritually. It shatters trust, sometimes beyond repair. A man may argue, but I never stopped loving you to the wounded spouse. But that love feels hollow because love without loyalty is incomplete. So, yes, good men cheat. And when they do, they cause the same devastations as the so called dogs. Intentions don't cancel the impact. So, what do we do with all of these? For men, understand that faithfulness is not passive. It's not something you achieve once by saying I do. It is active daily work. Choosing to build fences. Avoid situations that test your weakness and guard your heart as fiercely as you guard your home. For women, know that promises are not enough. What really protects love is accountability, transparency, and boundaries. Don't just listen for I love you. Look for the guardrails that shows that it's protecting that love. And for both, remember that boundaries are not walls to keep love in chains. They are altars, places where love are preserved, honored, and protected from the decay of temptation. At the end of the day, good men don't cheat because they stop loving. They cheat because they stop guarding. Love may be the reason, but boundaries are the defense. So let's challenge ourselves, not just to feel deeply, but to protect diligently. Because love without boundaries is like a house without doors, and anyone can walk in. Before you know it, the sanctuary you built is violated. This is Authors and Agendas. Thank you for listening.